guys, it's Gretchen and welcome back to my channel. So back in February, I asked you all to send me any comments that you have heard regarding your piercings that were just like strange or even rude, because I wanted to react to them. Because as a pierced person, I've had my fair share of comments thrown at me, but I wanted to know if there were any other like odd ones that others have heard. If you haven't seen that video, there were definitely some strange ones. My personal favorite is still looking like a pasta strainer. Pretty creative one. But you all seem to really enjoy that video, so I thought I would do a part 2. Now for this type of video, I do keep everyone anonymous. Some of the videos that I do like body mod Q&As, I don't keep people anonymous. This one in particular, I'm going to, just because some of these comments are coming from family members and you never know if somehow your family member is gonna stumble upon my video. I don't know why they would if they're making weird comments about your persons, but that's beside the point. So for this video, all comments are anonymous. I will be pulling from the last video I did, some of the comments underneath that video, as well as Instagram. I put up a little question box and people could submit their responses there. So let's go ahead and get started with some reactions. I had a guy tell me one time he wanted to stick his tongue through my stretched ears. Ew. My grandma doesn't mind my piercings because they're all in my ears, but she likes to frequently check in that I haven't gotten any skanky ones. I'm curious, I wonder what grandma considers skanky ones, because honestly, my grandma would probably consider my septum a skanky one. There's something about that generation, they just can't quite get past what they see is, I don't know, weird. But I'd be interested to know what your grandma considers a skanky one. Also, like, that's wording. My mom said I ruined the bond we had when I pierced my belly button. Something about the umbilical cord attachment connected me to her. No, Mom, the doctor did that when they cut the cord. It ruined the connection. Must have been like an invisible little tie there or something. The belly button person just was like, never mind. I do like your response though. That's pretty good. Be like, no, that wasn't me. That was the doctor. The doctor did that. My dad always calls me a teabag because I have a lot of piercings. Like, make it make sense. Oh, dads. Dads always like think they have something clever to say and then they say it and you're just like, what? Do you get radio waves with all that metal in your ears? Stay out of the rain. You'll attract the lightning and get struck with all that metal. I've been told this so many times and I only have an industrial conch and mine. The lightning one. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. I like that one. Except for when I was a kid, I was always told not to touch my pets because their fur attracts lightning, and then I could get electrocuted for touching them. Make any of this make sense? It was just 6 days ago when a random woman stopped right in front of our store. We function as a pickup station now, and she started claiming I work as a stripper because of how I look. Literally out of nowhere, I didn't even notice her at first. I was like, oh well, I mean, that's kind of a compliment because strippers look fire. She didn't forget saying how she wouldn't want me to be her daughter. I thought to myself, I am so fucking happy you're not my mom, Karen. Why do strangers feel so compelled to tell us these things? Why are you so just dead set on commenting on our piercings? Like, I don't comment on your manager haircut, Karen. You have ruined your body. I'm decorating it. I'm beautiful with them, bitch. That's how I like to look at it too. They're just little decorations that I have. It just makes things a little bit more fun. I don't know. And if I don't want them, I could take them out. Ruined your body. Okay, because you cared so much about my ears before, right? Right. My dad has said several times I'm not going to find a nice young man who wants to marry me with all my piercings. Like, sir, I pay my own bills. I'm good. I've heard people say that before. Not necessarily about piercings. I've heard it more about tattoos, where it's just like, you're not gonna find a good man to be with. Like, why does what I do with my body weigh in on if I'm gonna find a decent person to be with? I could shove an apple in your mouth and stick you on the kitchen table when I got my septum, which I thought was a fun twist on a tired old comment, to be fair. I mean, you're not wrong. At least they went the creative route instead of just saying you look like a bull. Also, you don't put bulls on the table, so you put pigs. So like, yeah, people also get the pig comment. They try to give it a little bit more pizzazz than saying that you look like a bull or a pig. Points for the creativity. Then they lose the points for just commenting it in general. My dad always says I'm going to get my nipples pierced at this rate and have a chain from my nose to my nipples. Not sure where that's come from, him, but he's made that joke more than once. Once again, dads, stop trying to make these comments. First of all, that's weird and creepy. Also, that would be impressive to get a chain that goes from your nose to your nipple. Like, I would be the person who just sits there with the chain just going like trying to do jump rope with it or something. Trying to get it to go little spins. That would be me. It's a good thing that that kind of a thing doesn't exist, because that would be far too entertaining. My boyfriend kept telling me I don't have to get piercings, I'm pretty already, whenever I go to get another one. Bro, I already had like 10 when I met you. Be like, yes, I know I'm pretty, but like, I do what I want. Also, stop trying to tell me what to do. I also like how this was kind of like a backhanded control method. In a way, it's like, you don't need to get any more, you're already pretty. And it's just like, are you trying to say you don't want me to get any more? Because like, you should just come out and say it. When I was 16, I worked at a Starbucks and a customer asked me if my piercings hurt. He also asked me if I had any that he couldn't see. And he also asked me if I had any that he couldn't see. He asked this right in front of my manager. At the time I was 16 and didn't think much about it. Now being almost 21, the comment now grosses me out. As it should. That's disgusting. Why are people gross? Why are people gross? Just like, keep your comments to yourself. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Ain't nobody need to be hearing it. That being nasty. Had a student tell me to take off one of my earrings and smell it. Ew. Ew. Ew, why? Also, that's pretty bold of a student to say that to their teacher. Going along the lines of teacher, you'll have to think about what ones you want to keep if you want to be a teacher. I honestly feel like a lot of schools, like school systems, are becoming a little bit more accepting of piercings, which is pretty cool. Not all of them. You're still gonna find the ones that are stuck in the olden days of like one lobe piercings and that's it. But even when I worked in the K through 12 setting, I found that my nostril piercings and all of my ear piercings were very accepted. I did wear a horseshoe in my septum just because I wasn't quite sure. Also didn't have any lip piercings at the time. I may be wrong. I know working in higher education, it's a little bit more accepting of different things like tattoos, piercings, colored hair. But I feel like K through 12 is getting a little bit better about it too. Maybe. I could be wrong on that. It's been a few years since I've been in the K through 12 setting. You'll take them out when you have kids, right? I mean, the only one you'd really have to take out are like nipples and belly button, but like belly button is only during the pregnancy because like it stretches, you have to get that long bar. Nipples, I'm just assuming it's probably not safe to breastfeed if you breastfeed. That is a personal decision, but it's just like, why does someone having a child equal you gotta get rid of it? Like, no. Safety reasons, I get, but like, you're not gonna pick and choose. Not a comment, but I had a customer point to my face right where my Medusa is in terror. Oh no, that gem on your lip, it's so terrifying. No comment, really. Really, because it's just like, don't be rude. Oh, you needed more, huh? When will you have enough? Like, mind your own business. That's another thing. Like, I've heard that one before. People have been like, oh, you're running out of room. You're gonna have to stop soon. Where am I running out of room? I ain't stopping. But it's like, it's no one's business when we're gonna stop, if we're gonna stop. We're gonna change things up. Mind your own business. My grandma for my nose piercing and my will of having tattoos in the future. Only prisoners do that thing. I have heard that one too. I've heard prisoners and degenerates. That's a big word. Only degenerates have tattoos and piercings. It's like, cool, guess I'm a degenerate. People always seem to think I take out my jewelry every day. Like I have time for that. Who has time for that? I might take them out once every 2 weeks just to give the jewelry a thorough cleaning, but then I pop them back in. Like I would not dare to leave any out for an extended period of time, especially newer ones. I guess that idea comes from like if you don't have stretched lobes, you just take your jewelry out, like your earrings, your dangles. I guess that's where the idea comes from, is that you take that out. So maybe people think you take every other ear piercing out or facial piercing. It's just like, I'd have to wake up 45 minutes earlier than I already do in order to do all that. No. You were so pretty. Why? That comment floors me. Also, everyone's definition of pretty varies. Like, get out. I didn't ask for your opinion on whether I was pretty or not. How did you gauge your ears with a hole punch? Ooh. First of all, I don't know about anyone else, but I absolutely love like the little handheld hole punch. It's just so satisfying when you go up to paper and just snip it and perfect hole falls out. But that's a new one. That would not be fun. That would not be fun. Just go up to someone with the hole punch, just a chunk of ear falls out. I mean, I know that there's like a method to do an actual punch. You know, people get like conch punches all the time, but I'm pretty sure, fairly certain, safe bet that they don't take like a hole punch and do it. I told my friend I was going to get my septum pierced and she said, oh, that's the piercing my cousin got, and then all of my family bullied her until she took it out. Sounds like a great family. Nice. Bullying your own family members. And that's on a toxic family. A coworker asked me if my philtrum was a sexual piercing. How? I could see a very small amount. I can see a bottom lip one being considered one, but even then that's a stretch. But like the top one? How? People be asking some weird questions, yo. That I look like a whore, basically. We love that. We love those comments. They're great. Got told I have too many piercings. It's just like, what is too many piercings to one person is not nearly enough to another one. It's like, mind your business. The moral of the story, mind your business. I don't know why your mother lets you ruin yourself. Because my mother is not in charge of me? What? Oh, especially when you're an adult and you get a comment like that. Like, it's one thing if you are still underage, you're a minor, you're living at home with your parents, that's one thing. But if you're an adult and get those comments, it's just kind of like, about my stretched ears, visually grossed out. I could never, no offense. I just find them so gross. You gotta love the no offense addition to these comments because it's like, no offense, but I'm about to give you a little bit of offense. Just own your offensive comment, just own it. Saying no offense does not get rid of the fact that it's about to be offensive. You don't look like the type to have piercings. I get this even more about tattoos. What is a type? What is the physical appearance of someone who would definitely be getting piercings and tattoos? That comment is also like, you're sitting there going like, well then what do I look like? So you don't look like the type of person to get piercings and tattoos, okay? You don't look like the kind of person to say an asinine comment, but here we are. And the final comment, which, great and gross. I wonder what your lip ring would feel like on my. Made me uncomfy when this was said to me. As it should, because that's gross and uncomfortable and unwanted and just so many things wrong with that. Why are people so gross? That's basically what we're getting away from these comments. People are gross and people don't understand how to mind their own business. Okay, Janet, stay in your bubble over there, okay? Stay over there. We don't want you over here. Stay over there. My apologies to anyone named Janet watching this that actually does like piercings and tattoos. It's the first name that came to mind. I don't know why. Oh, y'all. Thank you for submitting the weird, rude, what the fudge comments that you have heard before. If you would like to see a part 3, be sure to leave them in the comments below or follow me on Instagram. I will put up another box in a few months to do a part 3, maybe sometime this summer. They're very entertaining to read, but also make me sit and go, the fudge, the actual fudge. Special thank you to my patrons. You can help support the channel on Patreon while having access to videos early, view and patron only content, and more. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big ol' thumbs up. Go on down there and hit that subscribe button, wherever it may be, because I don't know. Even though I do, this is just my shtick now. Also hit that notification bell in case you want to know when I upload, and in case YouTube wants to let you know when I upload, because I would really appreciate it. And until next time, bye guys!